Hello, this is Kensley and welcome to Eco Tarot. It's been a very long time since the last time I did a reading and I wanted to welcome you back. I am excited about doing the polarities this week, and it is all about polar opposites. And first up is Aries and Libra. What I like about doing this kind of reading is, I don't know, I want to think outside the box, and what I find fascinating are the different kinds of combinations of the zodiac signs. And the polarities really are intriguing me because they truly are two patterns of consciousness. I think in linking them together, you're understanding both the shadows and the gifts of each sign. For example, Aries is the self, the warrior, I, and Libra is partnership and the peacemaker and thou, and other people. And there's Aries is self-assertion versus Libra that's compromise. And so you can see there's this polar opposite energy going on here, but they can both learn from each other and balance each other out. For example, Libra can teach Aries to consider others more and to think before action, versus Aries can teach Libra to stand up for yourself more. So I find that a very yin-yang, very interesting balancing concept. And so I've already pulled the cards because it takes me forever to shuffle. And Aries received the skunk spirit, know your worth, and the moth spirit, surrender now. And the Libra energy received squirrel spirit, believe in yourself, and coyote spirit, trust in divine detours. So I'm going to kind of walk through the cards that were pulled associated with those two main cards. And really what I wanted to bring to note on, we're going to go with Aries first. Skunk spirit, I love it. It's absolutely Aries. It's own your stink. It's self-assertion, it is ownership, it is confidence, it is understanding your worth in all its stinky forms. And then you also have the moth spirit, which surrender. And I find that very fascinating to me. The picture on this is depicting a Luna moth, if you can see that. And a Luna moth is one of the amazing, huge moths that are that big that are named after Greek gods. The Io moths. I think that's fascinating to me. But what I see in a moth is getting from point A to point B in your own way. They navigate by smell, and they do so in a zigzag pattern, testing 2 points in space and determining which smell is greater, right? It's kind of like the bloodhound in or the hound dog, whatever you want to call it, in whatever movie. I'm thinking Lady of the Tramp, but I'm sure there's like way better movies. Sorry, my children are young. But you know, they're sniffing around and then they go towards the stronger scent. Well, those are scents, very sense-focused animals. And that's what I believe the moth spirit is really saying here is Aries, this energy for this month, you're gonna get there. It's gonna take a while, and it's gonna be at not a direct path. It's gonna be at a path of testing different oh, that's very fascinating to me. It's a path of trying different things out and figuring it out along the way. You still get from point A to B, you're just not going to beeline it. And then to follow those two cards, you've got the Nine of Pentacles from the behind, the Eight of Wands from behind, and the Eight of Pentacles from the forward, from the vice versa tarot, which I love and I'm connected to very much. So I tend to use that. And then to support that, you've got the Clover, the Mountain, and the Cross from the Lenormand deck. And those are my own drawings that are super childlike, but I don't care because now I'm completely connected with these cards, and because it came from my energy and the energy of the spirits and the guides that surround me. So what I'm thinking here, and I'm liking the reading of understanding each other, but then also teaching each other the other lesson. And I think this skunk and moth, Aries is all about action, and they are, they're not a beat around the bush kind of energy. And this is the beat around the bush kind of energy. And this is the confidence kind of energy. So it's to me, this part of Aries is saying you absolutely take ownership of yourself and have that confidence in knowing that you're not going to get directly to your goal, but you will get there eventually. The Nine of Pentacles from behind, it's kind of a similar thought process where this card is independence. It's secure in its own right. It's confidence in the I, which is what Aries is. It's confidence in the I. But you notice that it's from the behind, the reverse. This is the typical Nine of Pentacles, and you get the reverse side though, which is maybe you do need some help in not being so independent. Maybe if you see her, she's holding a dove, and then there's a hawk coming in to this other gentleman that's in this tower, and it's kind of like maybe your independence is not so necessary here, but something is coming, action is coming, moving forward in a very direct way. And Eight of Pentacles is working very diligently and hard on something, on a skill. And it sounds like, I mean, this is a very fast-paced Aries type energy of, it's just fast, and this is telling me to be patient here and to work diligently and to slowly to build something. And then you've got these three cards of, so you've got Clover, which is luck and small happiness. You've got this Mountain, which is obstacles, struggle, and challenges. And you've got this Cross of the duty, conviction, suffering, burden, intolerance, dogma. And I think that's really interesting because there's small happiness and luck, but there's this burden, there's this mountain to climb, and it's to climb over this kind of dogmatic suffering. And I think it's based on working hard and being patient in where you're going and surrender to the process. And understanding that confidence is amazing, but it's not everything. It's not, this is confidence, this is independence, but you do need other people to work with you. And maybe that's the Libra side of things, is that it's consider others and to think more before the complete action. To get over this hurdle, and to bring luck in, this hurdle of duty and conviction and suffering. This is a very hard card in the Lenormand deck. It's negative. It's this intolerance. And honestly though, I see that intolerance sometimes in Aries energy of just I just want to deal with it. I want to go fast action, and not really having this kind, patient, not kind, because Aries people are kind. They're absolutely kind. But they are, or at least this energy right here is it's very self-oriented and possibly intolerant of others. This is really interesting. Okay, so then you've got this squirrel spirit, believe in yourself, and coyote spirit, trust in divine detours. I love this about Aries, about Libra, is that Libra is all about the other and partnership and we. And this is saying, believe in yourself. Stand up for yourself, which is exactly what Aries wants you to, is trying to teach you. Stand up for yourself and believe that you can do it. And I think coyote spirit is trust in divine detours, but it's kind of a mischievous spirit of it's having you go through something when you think it's absolute pain, but you realize that it was meant to be and actually for your own good at the long run. You know, you had a flat tire right before work and you couldn't get to work, and you find out you would have missed the 10-car pileup, or you would have been in it. Maybe you had the very high potential to be in it. And so it's those kinds of, that serendipitous kind of experience. But I see the coyote as something different though. I see the coyote as an extreme, as an amazing communicator. And that's what I see when I see the coyote, is communication in depth of communication. So then we've got 10 of Cups, the Empress, and Judgment. Oh my God, I don't even know if I showed you guys these. Sorry. It's been a while since I've done a reading, so I'm not really I'm not really in the groove anymore right now. But this is 10 of Cups from the forward, the Empress from the forward, and the Judgment from the forward. Coupled with the Lily, the Mice, and Animus from the Lenormand. And this is interesting. This is someone who is absolutely needing to make a choice about a soulmate and their happiness, but they've got anxiety about the actual man in the relationship. There's anxiety there. There's this Empress card that embodies, I mean, it doesn't have to be a woman, but it embodies feminine qualities of that nurturing and that earthly creation. But I think this is really interesting. I think there's a decision to be made, and you need to trust in it and communicate. You need to trust that the detour that you feel is giving you anxiety, or that makes you unsure of this soulmate connection. You need to trust that there's a plan for it, but you have to stand up for yourself. And that is what Aries wants you to do, Libra. It's interesting how the cards really did play out, where Aries really did have that advice that independence is not you can't do it alone, and that you're gonna get there. You're just gonna get there in a way that you didn't think. And then the Libra reading is all about standing up for yourself, and instead of typically thinking of others, standing up for yourself and in whatever this divine connection is, regardless of the anxiety and stress that this is causing you. Whatever situation this is, and I don't even know, I mean, I could clarify. I wasn't planning on clarifying, but I can certainly, I want to clarify what this stress is for the Libra energy and the anxiety associated with this divine connection that they want you to stand up for yourself. Stand up to the male in the relationship, the masculine. Eight of Wands, again. Seven of Swords and Six of Cups. I don't know if y'all can see that. Divine connection, soulmate, action, speed, communication. Seven of Swords, betrayal, or walking away. Something deceitful, lying to yourself or lying to someone else. I also think of this card as self-sabotage. Ooh, yeah. Okay. That's what I think this is. I think you're sabotaging what a beautiful connection this is with I mean, this is all, you've got too much anxiety, and maybe this is like you don't believe it. You don't really believe that it's really, it's too good to be true. And judgment, there's a coming to Jesus moment where there's a decision about a past experience that you need to make. And absolutely, you need to communicate about whatever, either self-sabotage, whatever this is to you, self-sabotage or betrayal or deceit from the other person. But you need to communicate that and stand up for yourself, like the Aries would want you to, and understand that communication is key, and it almost is the reason that these detours in life, this anxiety and this perceived deceit or self-sabotage, there's a reason for that. It's to get you to look at either yourself closer or the relationship more closely. And yeah, I think that's really interesting. I don't know if that helped, but we'll just refine it as we go. But I do think that was a very interesting read. And yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks so much. Bye.